Welcome back to Tokyo Cheapo. I'm your host Patricia, and today we are exploring the Ginza area. Ginza is known to be one of the most luxurious neighborhoods here in Tokyo, and for good reason. They've got high-end shops, fancy bars, but in this video we are going to show you how to enjoy the area without breaking the bank, unless you want to. Let's get to it. You might think I'm at a park right now, but I'm actually on the rooftop of Ginza Six. For those of you who don't know, Ginza Six is actually like a department store in the middle of Ginza, and they've got lots of like high-end luxury brands. But what most people don't know is that there's a perfect place to escape the crowds right at the rooftop. Also, there's not a lot of people, and you get some pretty sick views of the city. So I kind of like the contrast of like, there's so much nature around you, but you can also like feel like you're in the concrete jungle. There's more viewing decks and rooftop terraces than you might think in Tokyo, so it's worth researching and especially looking at department stores. One that we've mentioned before is Shibuya Parko, where you can actually see Mount Fuji on a clear day. Behind me is the Kabuki Theater, which is a very famous Kabuki theater here in Ginza. It's actually right in front of Higashi Ginza Station, so great access, you don't have to walk through the heat. And for those of you who don't know, Kabuki is basically a 400-year-old Japanese theater. So if you're looking for something interesting to do while you're here in Tokyo, buy a ticket here and watch some theater. Another interesting thing about Kabuki is that all the characters, including the female characters, are traditionally played by men. So if you see a female character, they might not actually be a female. I'm currently hiding in the shade right under Ginza Sony Park, which is a newly built urban space that has lots of different art installations and creative pop-up. This place actually opened in January of this year, so it's very new and they've always got something going on. Right now they're partnering with TM Network, which if you like City Hunter or Gundam, then you've probably heard of them before. The concept of the space is to use Sony's latest technology to create immersive experiences to tell the story and show the art of their collaborators. Shaw actually had the chance to go film inside, and he said the 360 reality audio room was his favorite part. They also have a restaurant here called Nibun no Ichi, where the concept is instead of filling up on one big meal, you get to enjoy two smaller sized dishes. That means you get to try more types of food and it's double the fun. Shaw said the blue kombucha with orange peel absolutely slapped. If you're into art exhibitions or installations, Ginza actually does have a few throughout the year, here and there, so if you want specific information, check out the Tokyo Cheapo website. This is Itoya Ginza, which is actually the largest stationery store in the world, and it's supposed to have 12 floors, but actually floor number 9 is missing. We don't know why. But regardless, if you like stationery or not, they've got something for everyone. So they've got like cards, pens. Some of the pens we found were really expensive. I think it was like 990,000 yen, which comes out to be 6,700 USD. That's crazy, but if you're into that, you can check this place out. Generally, if you like stationery, this place will be your paradise. And the most popular floor is actually the 5th floor where all the pens are. It's personally my favorite, but just be warned, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of floors and lots to see, so I would allocate at least an hour to spend here. But if you're tired, if you go up to the 12th floor, there's actually a cafe, so you can grab a bite to eat or some coffee. And let us know if you find the 9th floor. So Ginza is known for having a lot of high-end or expensive bars, which is the case, but you can also find some pretty affordable options like this place. This is 300 Bar. They were actually the first bar in Tokyo to have a standing bar. So that's a cool fun fact. They also have a system where you can get a drink for as little as 300 yen plus tax, which is pretty good. I mean, look how fancy it is. So this bar relies on a ticket system, and each ticket is 330. You have to buy a minimum of 3, so 990, and you basically buy your drinks with tickets. So this one here is 1 ticket. You can get this many types of drinks with 1 ticket, or if you want a little bit of a fancier option, I guess, you can pay 2 tickets, which $6.60 for a drink, pretty good. This is what the tickets look like, and basically these won't go to waste because you can actually use them at a different store or at a different time if you don't want to use them up the same day. So I got the apple mojito, which was actually 2 tickets, and this one right here is the wahito or Japanese mojito, and this one was 1 ticket. The reason why I chose mojitos is this place actually has their own farm, their mint farm up in Aomori, which is in the Tohoku region, and they make organic mint leaves. So I wanted to try their mojitos. While they were making the drinks, I could actually smell the mint as soon as they opened the package and started putting it into the cup. Like, it's really fragrant. You can tell that it's organic, it's very pure, and I think it's something that they're really proud of. So this wahito is really interesting because the word wa means Japanese, so it's like a Japanese version of a mojito. And the reason why is because they have lemon, yuzu umeshu, and this shiso. It's really hard to explain what shiso is, but you find it in like sushi sometimes. It's kind of like it adds this flavor. It's really hard to explain, you just have to try it. Yeah, this looks really good. And for this one, I don't think I've ever seen an apple mojito before, so I'm really excited to try this. I feel like this one will be a little bit more sour, this one will be sweeter. I don't know, I guess I have to try. Whoa, you can really taste the mint. Whoa guys, the mint is very flavorful. And I say that it's overwhelming, but not at all. That is a good mojito. And I really want to try this. Okay, so this one smells different already.
Does it smell like shiso?
Yes. Okay. Just as I thought. This one's very lemony, refreshing, whereas this one's more like sweet, kind of like a dessert, but not too sweet. I think I like yours.
You like my drink?
Yeah. The Wahito. This one apparently is really popular, one of their most popular ones, I think, and I see why. Whoa, wait, hold on. As I go lower, I can taste more of the shiso. It's a really nice balance. I might try to make this at home. It probably won't taste as good, but.
I mean, it is only a one-ticket drink here as well.
Yeah.
300 yen for this. 300.
This is a really good deal.
In Ginza.
In Ginza. Oh my gosh. They've actually got 3 stores, including this one, and all 3 of them are in Ginza, so. So I got the apple mojito, but they've got several different mojito options. Like this one is really interesting, coffee mojito. Or if you don't drink, they have a 0 alcohol one. Next time I think I want to try this sangria one though. I don't think I've ever seen sangria with a mojito. And like I said, all of them have the sign that says the mint is from their Tohoku farm. If you're hungry after a couple drinks, you can also get some food. They've got some really nice looking like Cuba sandwiches, barbecue pork, shrimp cocktail, and this is also the ticket system, so you pay with tickets. Unless you're a camera enthusiast, you probably didn't know that Ginza's actually well known for their vintage and rare cameras. In fact, they have the world's biggest camera show twice a year right here at Matsuya Ginza's department store. So if you're looking for some rare finds or rare camera gears, then Ginza is the place to go.
Okay, so I wasn't supposed to be in this video, but I asked Shaw to put me in because I love Ginza, especially the sky view. So we're at Caretta Shiodome. It is a great place if you want a sky view of Tokyo. Of course, you might not think Ginza sky view really, but here, totally free, top floor, you have to go if you can find it. It's a bit of a maze, but if you can get there, whew, amazing views. Another recommendation, Hama-rikyu Gardens. Right next door, you can actually see it from the sky view. Really nice pocket of greenery, amazing for sakura season, should check it out. It is a paid garden, but that means less people, cleaner, better. We're not gonna go today because it's way too hot. Don't come to Japan in the summer. So instead of that, we're gonna go eat. We just had the best tendon I've ever had. Shaw mentioned this place. I was a bit skeptical at first, but my goodness, it's called Ginza Tendon Itsuki. And there's 2 different stores. The first store is a bit more izakaya style, so the vibes are really nice. This one is more like Matsuya style, but can't even compare it to Matsuya because, oh my god, 1,400 yen for 9 pieces of crunchy tempura. Like 2 chicken, 2 ebi, and a bunch of yasai. Like how can that be 1,400 yen and be this good? I am bringing my mom here within the next week. It was so good. So definitely give this a try. If you have this for your first time ever eating tempura, it might ruin all other tempura for you, but it is worth the try. So the best time to come to Ginza is definitely weekends and public holidays because of the pedestrian streets. So the pedestrian streets, public holidays and weekends, starts from October to March, which is noon to 5 p.m., and April to September, which is noon to 6 p.m. At this time, there are no cars around in this one street, so you can run, you can walk, you can jump, whatever. So pedestrian zone days are just so great to hang out in these areas without the hassle of getting hit by a car.
I don't think anyone's getting hit by a car on a normal day, really. I don't know where that came from.
I just love that.
We didn't discuss it either.
And then you're like, oh my god, the car, we're gonna, boom. That happens.
Does that happen? I want to hear in the comments, like, how many people have been hit by a car
In Japan
while shopping?
If you're here with a family, it would be so nice to just walk around without getting hit by a car. Tokyo can get so busy and very congested, so pedestrian-only zones are great if you just want to walk around, have more space, shop, and especially if you're with a family as well.
We know getting around Tokyo on a first trip can be a little daunting, so avoid struggling on your trip to Japan and make sure you have data on your travels with Sim Local. Get 5G speeds on one of the best networks in Japan so you're not struggling to load those maps. Unlike most unlimited plans that slow you down, Sim Local gives you 10 gigabytes of full-speed data every single day. That way, you won't have to struggle to update your Instagram stories or watch our YouTube videos on the bullet train. And if you need to share your connection, hotspot and tethering are included with no hidden limits or fees. With instant setup, no contract necessary, and a full refund if your plans change, Sim Local is a safe bet for your next Japan trip. Whether you need it just for maps and finding your way, or searching for the best restaurants in town, there's something for everyone with a variety of different plans. Some of these plans also include calls and texts in case you want to flex your Japanese skills and book a reservation. Click the link in the description to get your eSIM and use code CHEAPO10 for a 10% discount. I'm here in front of the Shiseido flagship store here in Ginza. They've got 4 floors, and on the 3rd floor, I believe they have a photo studio. Shaw, they have their own photographer too, right?
There's a photographer sat up there right now.
So if you want to take some pictures, they've got that. They also have really interesting services, like they've got a spa that requires reservation, or a skin checkup thing where they'll scan your skin and then based on your skin type or condition, they will recommend certain products. My personal favorite thing about this place though is that they offer engraving. So if you buy a lipstick, they can engrave something special on there like your name or the date of your Japan trip or whatever it is. You can personalize it and it's a great souvenir for either your friends or maybe yourself. Because it's the largest store, they've got a huge variety of stock, both for men and women, and they've also got some other brands too. I'm right here at the Muji flagship store, which is basically a 7-floor Muji empire. I just took a peek and I saw that there's an entire wall full of Muji coffee, which I don't think I've seen anywhere else before. They've also got things like household items, stationery, clothing, a bakery, and a Muji hotel. So if you want to be surrounded by all things Muji, then maybe stay here during your Tokyo trip. I'm personally a big fan of Muji. I mean, all my bedding is from Muji. I had no idea that they had like a bakery and cafe. I got myself a cafe latte and I can enjoy it while watching them make the bread. So nice. I like it. We are here in front of the back entrance of the Uniqlo flagship store because the front entrance is way too crowded. But this place has 12 different floors, with the top floor having a Uniqlo coffee shop, which is really interesting. The first floor has a flower shop, and what's cool about this place is you can actually customize t-shirts or bags, which I've done for a friend for their birthday once, but not every Uniqlo can do this. So come and customize your t-shirts. To the next spot. Behind me is Ginza Corridor Street, which is actually a long dining street that stretches from Shimbashi to Yurakcho. They've got so many different restaurants, and the cool thing about this is it's actually under the train tracks. So when you're eating, you can kind of hear the train tracks. It gives you a unique experience. This place is also not super touristy because locals love it too. Sometimes you'll see salarymen coming to grab a drink after work, and I think, Shaw, one of your favorite curry places is here.
Yeah, it's just down the street.
Yes, but he will not be sharing it because he wants to be gatekeeping this.
I'm not telling anyone.
So maybe if you're lucky, you'll see it in a future video, but as of now, hush hush. Shibuya has the Hachiko statue, but this place has the Godzilla statue. So we've kind of ended up in the Hibiya area, which is really a walking distance from Ginza. Usually when you're spending a day in Ginza, you'll probably end up in like Hibiya, Yurakcho, Tokyo Station, that area, because everything is just super walkable. And there's a bunch of Toho things. Like there was a Toho cinema back there. We've got the Toho character Godzilla. And right behind is the Toho Screen and Stage building. We're kind of in between Yurakcho and Shimbashi Station right now, and basically if you've seen any photos or videos of izakayas or bars under a train track, it's probably here, or in this area at least. When it's rainy, it's like a photographer's dream. You've got the smoke, izakayas, salaryman in the background laughing. It's a good time. I've been here too. My dad and I's favorite place to come drink is actually right here. And you can hear the trains because they're right under the train tracks. Please be quiet. Overall, it's a vibe. You've got the Japanese style izakayas, but then you've also got like Italian food, German food, a little bit of everything. It's nice that they've preserved this local atmosphere in such a built-up area like Ginza or Hibiya. We followed the train tracks and the bars and restaurants all the way to Shimbashi Station. Which brings us to the end of the video. The places that I personally recommend that we covered in this video is the Itoya Stationery store, because there's lots to see and do, and the 300 bar. That was honestly way past my expectations. The mojitos were amazing. It was a vibe. But yeah, let me know what your favorite part of the video is. Leave them down in the comments below, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.